Hey everyone, Richard Metal Fan here. Bringing you guys a long-awaited music collection update video. I haven't done one of these in over 3 months. I think the last one I did was was in September, I believe. Um, I got a bit of stuff since the last update. Um, really apologize if it's been since this long, took me this long. So I pretty much have like a stack of vinyl right here, a little stack of CDs and one DVD to showcase. So let's just blow through it all. First off, I want to showcase this DVD I got. I very rarely pick up DVDs nowadays because mostly I'm now, especially with some labels, they already have it like uploaded to their YouTube channel. But I wanted to get this one from one of my favorite bands, and that'd be the Wrath of the Norsemen DVD by Monomarth. It's a really good DVD. As you can see, I have this signed by the band from when I saw them last month. They were playing with Carcass, Obituary, and Cow Decapitation. It was great. Met them before the show and they signed this. This actually has 3 DVDs. First one has Live in Music Hall Cologne from August 16th, 2005. And also has like behind the scenes stuff. And the second CD has the Summer Breeze Festival 2005 as Metal Blade Festival thing from Stuttgart, Germany in 2005. And the second DVD has their performance at Wacken Open Air 2004, as well as the Fate of Norn's release show in Iceland of 2004. So yeah, it's a pretty cool DVD. I'll showcase this right here. Yeah, it's one of my favorite bands. I love them on Monomarth. I pretty much dig everything that these guys have done. It's cool to have this. Then next up, we'll move on to the CDs. Now, the CDs, I have like a small stack right here. First band I want to talk about is a band that, well, I don't really talk much about this channel. I have their latest album that came out in 2016, but I went and picked up their debut album, and that would be the band Adept with Another Year of Disaster. Now, Adept are a metalcore band from Sweden that formed in 2004. They have 4 full lengths. I have their 4th album, but this is their first album. I got this from a seller in Austria from Don Discogs, and as you can see, I think it has 2 of the members' signatures on here. I don't know if that's really legit, and I don't know whose signatures are on this, so, but if anybody knows, can let me know in the comments. Anyway, couple 2022 releases to show you guys. First one I have is the new Behemoth album, Opus Contra Natrum, or Natrum. I can't even fucking say it. It's Behemoth. They're one of my all-time favorite bands. It's one of those things, it's like, if it's Behemoth, I love it. And this is really good. I think I kind of like this a lot more than I loved You at Your Darkest, to be honest. Yeah, they definitely stepped it up, and when the boys have. Anyway, moving on, I have a classic right here, and that'd be Lucifer Incestus by Belphegor. I'm hoping that this video doesn't get flagged for nudity or anything because of the cover, which, well, you know. Yeah, I just need a couple more, their first couple records, and I pretty much have everything. Next up, I have Killing Music by Benediction. I'm pretty sure all of you are aware of them. Classic death metal band from Birmingham, England. Signed by, I think, one of their guitarists. I can't remember his name, and I should know this stuff since I'm the fucking metal guy, but it's cool. And they also have a couple more of their other albums signed. Next one I got the new Bleed From Within album, Shrine. Definitely love this album. I think I dig this more than Fracture. I'm really looking forward to finally seeing them in February. They're playing with August Burns Red, their first ever tour in the US. So I'm really looking forward to finally catching them. Next up, we have the new Fit for a King album, The Hell We Create. I dig this album a lot more than The Path, to be honest. I think they really stepped it up musically. Here, another great metalcore band, one of the best metalcore bands going right now. Anyway, next up is a debut album from a new band, and that'd be the band Ibaraki with Rashomon. Now, if you aren't familiar with this is a kind of like a side project supergroup, which consists of the legendary Ishan from Emperor and Matt Hafey from Trivium. And it's sort of like a project that was actually made almost like 10 years ago, and this is finally their debut album, which came out this year. One of the things actually has like a couple appearances from some of the former some Trivium members, like Paulo Gregoletto doing a bass solo, and same thing with Corey Bulio. And also has one of my favorite songs is the song Akumo featuring Nurgle from Behemoth. And the most interesting one is the song Ronin, which features the singer from a shitty gay-ass My Chemical Romance. And he actually does some screams on there. And I was like, damn, I'm surprised. But yeah, this is a really good album. Definitely one of my favorite albums to come out this year. Anyway, a couple oldies right here. I have a band that, well, I'll probably get a little bit of shit for, probably not, but I dig these guys. That'd be Ice Nine Kills, and I have their album The Predator Becomes the Prey. And then I have their album I Hear They Kill Live, which is actually a live album. I mean, normally I'm not like a fan of live albums. I just prefer like the Render Studio Edition. I prefer like live DVDs, but this is one I actually like. I dig this. Anyway, moving on to another one of my favorite albums to come out this year. That'd be Ashes Lie Still by Ingested. I got this from when I saw them back in October with Lorna Shore, and I had the guy sign it. And you know, I'm good buddies with Jason Evan, their vocalist. He's a cool guy. Really nice dudes. Check them out if you haven't got the chance. Anyway, next up I have my boys in Left to Suffer with their album And Dying Forever. Had them sign this from when I saw them last month. They were playing with Woe Is Me. I bought this and I just decided, fuck it, I'll have the guys sign it. Great guys. Next up, probably much one of my favorite albums to come out. Another one of my favorite albums, probably in like my top 5. That'd be Pain Remains by Lorna Shore. Really good album. I actually got this signed by Adam, Austin, and Will. Really cool guys. Next, then I have the new album from my boys in Christian, their album Mortem Solus. Bought this at their merch and I had the guys sign it. Really cool guys. Next up I have the long-awaited comeback album, I should say. First album since 2017, Shadow Inside. That'd be Curse of Existence by Miss May I. And I like these guys. I know a lot of people don't like them, but I dig them. Another one of the great bands in the modern age of metalcore. Next up, I have the new, this one's a little bit dusty, new Revocation album called Nether Heaven. Really great album. I think Revocation can do no wrong. And they're one of those bands that they just never reuse riffs. They have new riffs upon new riffs every fucking time, and I love it. Anyway, next 2 albums are from a band that, well, I'll probably get a little bit of shit, probably get some shit for. I'll probably lose some subscribers, but I don't care. And that'd be the band Silverstein. Silverstein are sort of a post-hardcore band from Canada. I have their most recent 2 albums, being A Beautiful Place to Drown. As you can see, I got this signed, as well as their new album, Misery Made Me. Really cool guys. Check this. Next up, I got the new Slipknot album, The End So Far. It's a pretty decent album. Nothing really to expect. I mean, I liked it a few more, but it'll probably grow on me more if I listen to it. Another one of my albums to come out this year, that'd be Dark Bloom by We Came as Romans. Really great comeback album after they lost Kyle Pavone, their singer, who passed away in 2018 due to like a drug overdose. They still continued on. And this is actually a lot more heavier and darker than Cold White War. I think it's a really great step up. Anyway, the last 2 CDs are from, I gotta showcase some Georgia Love. I have 2 CDs from the band Woe Is Me. As I mentioned, I saw them last month with my boys in Left to Suffer. I got their debut album Numbers. I got signed by most of the guys. I also have their other album Numbers, which is also signed, as well as their EP American Dream. Yeah, so that's it for the CDs. Now on to the vinyls. I got like a stack right here. First one I want to showcase is a classic death metal band from England that is no longer around, sadly, but I really love them. And that'd be Bolt Thrower with Honor, Valor, Pride. As you can see, I have this signed by Dave Ingram, who also currently sings for Benediction. I had him sign this, and it's a gatefold right here. And I believe this is a simple black vinyl. Well, yeah, it is. Anyway, another death metal classic is I have a Legion by Deicide. Have this signed by Glenn Benton and Steve Ashton from when I saw them, and they played this album start to finish, which I think is fucking great. And this vinyl itself, I believe this is a reissue that Red Rider put out back in 2015, and it's a red vinyl. Well, it's really cool. And as always, sometimes putting the record sleeves and shit back in there is a pain in the ass, as well as like the little booklet thing with like the liner notes and thank you sections are hard. Anyway, moving on, I got classic album, as I saw them with them also last, not with, on with Deicide. I got Cataclysm with Serenity and Fire. Also saw them play this album in full back in September. Really cool. Gatefold with the pictures of the band, and I believe this is a simple black vinyl. Yep. Anyway, next two are from a band. Well, I don't think I really need to go into detail. So that'd be King Diamond. I'm sure a lot of you are aware of them. And that'd be, I have a Fatal Portrait. Yeah, this is a reissue that Metal Blade put out in 2020. I'll showcase. And this vinyl right here, it's a orange vinyl. If I can get this back in there. And then I also have another King Diamond album, Them. And this vinyl is a kind of like a, this weird look, kind of like a blue marbles, I believe. It just has like a little bit of black splatter, which looks awesome. And I mean, King Diamond can do no wrong. I don't think anybody needs to go into detail with King Diamond. He's a fucking legend. Next up is an album from my good friend Lindsay Schoolcraft. Her debut EP that was released like 10 years ago prior, and she recently reissued this as a 10th anniversary edition on vinyl. She even like autographed it and made it out to me right here. And this vinyl, it's a look kind of like a brightish translucent blue vinyl. Anyway, moving on, I have like another one of my favorite albums from 2022 that I already just showed. New Lorna Shore album, Pain Remains. I just think it's fucking great, and it's definitely just fucking evil. I believe this vinyl, it's a just simple black. Anyway, another one of my more favorite newer bands that I discovered, I think it was like last year or so, or late last year, early this year, that'd be the band Seven Spires. Their album Emerald Seas. This is actually their first time this album was pressed on vinyl. Showcase the gatefold with the band members and the lyrics and stuff. And I heard this was limited to 400 copies, and the vinyl itself is this kind of like greenish marble looking vinyl, and it's amazing. Definitely one of my favorite bands. I'm looking forward to seeing them in March. They're opening up for Elvide and Omnium Gatherium, so hope to see you there. And I'm also interviewing their drummer Chris tonight, so be on the lookout for that. Then moving on, we have another one of my favorite bands going right now in deathcore. That'd be Elegy by Shadow of Intent. Really great album. Got signed by the band from when I saw them back in October. And it's a gatefold with the lyrics. It's a 2 LP. And the vinyl itself is this orangey yellow looking vinyl. It's just perfect. Anyway, we're almost done with the vinyls, guys. Anyway, next 10 I want to show you is from one of my all-time favorite bands. And I know we probably get sick of me saying this, but I had all their stuff on CD, but I never had them all on vinyl. I wanted to get signed from when I saw them in October, and I'm talking about the band Trivium. And I like Trivium. I know some people like them, some people don't like them, but you know, to each in their own, I suppose. So I have finally got all 10 of their albums on vinyl, but they're all signed. So first off, we'll showcase Ember to Inferno, the debut, and hard to believe that next year will be the 20-year anniversary of this. It's a gatefold right here, and it's a 2 LP, and this one, it's a kind of like a translucent yellowy looking more vinyl. Then I have probably their best album in my opinion, Ascendancy, right here. And this vinyl, it's a orange vinyl. And this is probably like my favorite Trivium album. I know a lot of people say between that and Shogun, but this honestly is probably like my favorite. Then I have The Crusade, which is a polarizing album. Some people like this or hate this, but I dig this. And it's another gatefold. This vinyl is a light blue-ish vinyl. Then this is probably like my second favorite album, being Shogun, which I don't think I really need to go much into detail with this album. Amazing artwork. And this one, what is it? This album, I should say, is this kind of like a burgundy red kind of vinyl. Then I have the classic album In Waves, right here. And I believe this is a simple black. Yep. I can get this back in there. And I also have Vengeance Falls. I think this is the only single LP. Yeah, it's just black. Then I have Silence in the Snow. I believe this is single black. And then The Sin in the Sentence. Simple black. And then What the Dead Men Say. Yeah, simple black. And then their late album that came out last year, In the Court of the Dragon. Gatefold. Simple black. Yeah, sorry to take up most of my stuff, but I just had to make sure. Anyway, moving on. I only got 2 more vinyls. We have Unearthed with Extinctions. I got this signed by, if you see, it's signed by the Trevor, their vocalist. I saw them back in Alabama back in September at Furnace Fest. And this vinyl itself is a kind of like a weird looking orangey with black stuff on there. Here. And the last vinyl to show you for this update is the new Weak Humans Romans album, Dark Bloom. I had to get this on vinyl. I'm looking forward to seeing them next month with the Era and Brand of Sacrifice. It's a double gatefold. And this vinyl, let's say, kind of like a translucent-y, turquoisey blue aqua vinyl. Oh, and it just looks amazing. So yeah, that's pretty much my music collection update for you guys. I know it's been a while, but yeah, thank you guys for watching this. Should hopefully have a Christmas vlog on Christmas, as well as some more interviews coming up soon. Thank you guys for all the support. I know we're currently at a little over 3,300 subscribers, so thank you all to have subscribed for me for pretty much the last decade. But as always, keep it metal.